Hey everyone, my name is Nay. I'm from the batch of 2020 and I'm majoring in international relations. Today, for my final Indonesian food tourism assignment, I will be presenting to all of you a little bit about what we eat in Manado. Now, for a geographical background, Manado is one of the major cities situated on top of the Sulawesi Island, more specifically on the North Sulawesi province of the island. If you don't know which one is the Sulawesi Island, it's the island that looks like a K in Indonesia. That's basically the one. Okay, so that's why I've decided to name a little bit of this presentation or this video, a little bit of Manado to start the day. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so what is a typical breakfast in Manado? Like, what do people usually eat? There are several, like numerous types of breakfast you can get. You can eat yellow rice as a breakfast there. Some people eat fish, some people eat meat, some people eat pork. A lot of people eat different kinds of things as breakfast. But the most prominent, or I guess you can say most popular choice of a breakfast in Manado is Tinutuan and dabu-dabu. These are the two main foods that I will be presenting to all of you today. All right, so let's get started with a little bit of Tinutuan. So Tinutuan is actually the name that we Manadonese people have come up for it. You can also call it bubur Manado. That's what a lot of people also call it. So it's made of sambiki. It's what we used to call a summer squash. There's also rice in there. There's a little bit of corn. It's not a little bit, a lot. Spinach and also cassava. You can actually see on the two pictures on the right here, like on the one at the top, you can see how prominent the rice and the corn are. That just shows how much of the corn and rice that there actually is within the Tinutuan dish itself. Then on the bottom, we can also see like there's mostly the spinach there as well. So the short history of Tinutuan is that it's the result of Dutch colonization. So back then, when the Dutch was still colonizing Indonesia, more specifically in North Sulawesi, the economic situation of the state of the province wasn't really, that high, and a lot of people went into poverty and everything. So they had to learn how to adapt and how to survive with the only or remaining ingredients that they had, and that was it. Like summer squashes, a little bit of rice, some corn, spinach, and cassava. They're all, you can basically call this like a Manadonese salad in some ways. And it became popular in the 1970s. My parents actually said that back then it was booming. Like it was like the new McDonald's and KFC of the century. Like it was so popular back then. And it was actually used as an icon during political leaders in the early to late 2000s. So during these like political leaders of periods when they were actually leading in their parties, or even when they were actually as mayors or also as governors, they actually used Tintuan as a icon of food, showing that it is actually kind of like a staple food here in Manado. And a fun fact about bubur Manado or tinutuan, a lot of people say that it's actually not served with meat of any kind, which is in fact true. Like we don't really eat it with pork or like a beef or chicken. We don't, but we do eat it with fish most of the time, specifically ikan cakalang. That with tinutuan, that's just so good. There are several variations of the tinutuan or bubur Manado, like there are actually types called midal, and there's also the ones called tinutuan with mi. Well, it's basically what it says. It's tinutuan with noodles in it. And midal is actually kind of like a different thing. It's kind of the same with tinutuan with noodles. However, they can also add on pork onto it. Not specifically like pork meat, but like chopped up pork meat, fried, deep fried, and then served with tinutuan. That's what's usually called midal. Moving on to the next dish is sambal dabu. I bet that a lot of you are already so familiar with this dish because it's iconic. It's probably more iconic than Tinutuan itself because not only is it in Manado, but I've seen it a few times in other provinces as well. And a lot of people that actually, when I introduced them, oh yeah, I'm Manadonese, they're like, oh yeah, I love sambal dabu. And so I guess that's why like I feel like sambal dabu is a bit more iconic than Tinutuan. All right, so sambal dabu is made of red chili, cayenne pepper, or cabai rawit, as we call it, red onions, tomato, and also a little bit of lime. And in my personal opinion, if you would like a little bit of a kick to your sambal dabu-dabu, add some hot oil after you're done like after you're done like squashing all of these and like mixing all of these ingredients on screen here. You immediately like put hot oil on it, you mix it up, and that would just, it adds a lot of kick to it. I promise you, you will not regret it. So in the pic on the top, you can see like what it basically looks like like in the majority of restaurants and everywhere else in Manado. That's exactly what it looks like. It's basically just chopped up ingredients and also peppers squashed together, a little bit of oil, some pepper and salt as well. And the thing about sambal dabu is it goes literally with everything except desserts, obviously. So you can eat it with rice, fish, like on the picture on the bottom here. And it's actually mostly well known to be eaten with tinutuan. Like they're like the iconic duo of a combo. They're made to be together. Now the short history on sambal dabu is it's said to have emerged around the 16th to 17th century. Although this is more of a speculation, there's not much data on where sambal dabu came from. If you go to Manado and you ask vendors or maybe the elderly and you ask them about the history of dabu, they might tell you a thing or two, like, but very, very specific and different stories. Like maybe some would say, oh yeah, it used to be made because we didn't really have anything else to make spices with. Some would probably say we made it because Manado is actually full of a lot of like vegetation and everything. So they would say it came from that. There would be different versions. So I can't exactly say where it came from, but the most accurate, the most at least believable one so far is it's said to have emerged around the 16th to 17th century. Now these two, Tinutuan and dabu, if you eat them together, you are eating a little bit of Manado as your breakfast. All right, that is all for my presentation video. Thank you so much for watching and hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.